Europe, Asia, wherever you're from, you expose yourself to different people in different ways. Do you agree with that? So you, not expose is maybe the wrong word, but you kind of connect with people in a different way. Let's use that word, connect. And today we talk about why, and why is always at the center. Why is always at the center because why is the most important thing. It is why you are doing what you do. So even, for example, a company, they have a why, and the people that are really invested in a company, they figure out what somebody's why is before they even figure out what they sell, because people don't care what you sell at the end of the day. If you have a strong why, they will connect with your brand, with your business, and it's the same in life. People will connect with you on a different level if you've got a good why, as in you have a good story to tell. You've got we'll get to that later, but yeah, so there's 2 layers in the golden, they call it the golden circle. Hi RV, welcome to the live, welcome everybody who's new. So they got three layers. 3 layers. The middle bit is your why. The next bit, we're gonna call it your how. So we're gonna have a why, a how, and a what. And you'll get what I'm talking about later on in the live. So you've got a why, you've got a how, and you've got a what. So these 3 circles are you. That's you. You have a why, you have a how, and you have a what. So, and it's the same in businesses and organizations. They have a why. Why do they do what they do? They have a how, which is how you do it, and they've got a what, which is what you actually do. So this is called the golden circle, and I learned about it yesterday. I want to share it with you today because it's some knowledge which you'll see it play out in life, and it's important. Whoever's joining today, he has a big brain. That's why we're called Brain Feed. And if you're joining today and it's your first time joining, Brain Feed is all about feeding the brain. So, why important? Why is important? Thanks for that. Yeah, my subs are kind of going up. Yeah. So why is this important? Is because people don't see your why until they know who you are, right? So say for example, your why is a really deep down a story deep down that only you know. So it's a story that makes you who you are. So that could be some oppression that you've had in your life. That could be something that you've been going through, maybe in a past relationship, and it's created something in you which has given you a why. And that's important. Let me refresh the screen. And your why is basically your purpose in life. What's your purpose? And that's going to give you the biggest results, whether it's in like 10 years time, 20 years time, or 30 years time. Let's see what the chat's saying. So whoever's joining today, do you know what your why is? So Leah says, okay, wow. So does anybody in the chat know what your why is? So why you exist in the first place? Leah says, not really. Okay. So your why is basically going to be something that gets you up in the morning. It's going to be the thing that you think about every single day. It's going to be like literally as soon as you get up, that's the first thing you think about. And you're like, so if you go to work and you're not happy with work, if you get out of bed, you're not happy with work, that's because you don't know what your why is. Or you're too stressed at work and it's causing a disbalance in your emotions, it's causing a disbalance in your relationship. Because remember this, every single day that you lose, you need to get back that day. Remember that. Every single day you lose, you need to get it back in the future. And the only way you're going to get it back is by focusing on your why. I know this is deep, but this is important. The only way you're going to get back those days. So say, for example, you wasted a full day doing nothing. Later on in life, you're going to have to take back that day, but it's going to be down to your why. So if your why is strong and you're focusing every single day on your why you're alive, why you want to impact people, and just in general why you're alive, because at the end of the day, everyone has a what. Everyone has a what do you do. For example, when you meet a new person, what's the first thing they ask? They say, what do you do, Robert? I'm a teacher. Okay, cool. How about next time you meet somebody and you say, what is your story? Now we're talking. Now people are going to be like, wow, what's his story? That's a good question. And people are going to be more interested. They're going to be more inclined to listen to your story. And they're going to be more inclined to share their own story. And that's when you have real connection. So that's why a lot of people are very superficial, because they have a what in the middle. They've got it backwards. They don't have the why here in the middle. They've got the why there. But don't forget, humans are like onions. They come in layers. So if your what is the main thing, you are superficial. But if your how is the main thing, if your why is the main thing, then it won't be superficial. So who agrees with me when I say that? And does it make sense? Let's see what the chat's saying. So we've got 10 people liking, so that means people agree and they understand what I'm trying to say. Arvi says me. Leah says, oh yes. Arvi says yes. Marjay says yeah. That's great. That's awesome. So in conclusion, what I'm gonna say is this: if you have a strong why, Tobias says thank you. Yes, that's awesome. So if you have a strong why, then you are gonna be happy in life, and then you're gonna pursue that why. And remember, the why is the purpose. It's why you were born. And if you know why you were born, Phil says, yes, that is the why. Yes, that's awesome. And maybe there's a question someone's asking in their head. How do I find out my why? You find out your why by understanding yourself and understanding where you've come from. Because remember, everyone has their own story to tell. Everyone has a different story. Your story might be a story of oppression. Your story might be a story of victory, or your story might be ongoing. So, and that also depends on your upbringing, your culture, where you work, where you live, what your talents are, what your occupation is, so that kind of thing. So that all comes back to your why, and also who you're with as well, as in your partner. So if your partner is happy with your why, then you've got a fit. If your partner is not happy with your why, then you should rediscover who you should be with, essentially. But that's not to say, you know, you can't figure it out. But it's a good thing if your partner is in agreement with what your why is. Arvi says need to go. That's okay. It's going to be a short live anyway. It's going to be about another 10 minutes. Just see how many people can come and join this live. So then the how, we go to the how. The how is in our personal life, it's a bit different, but in an organization, it's how you're gonna sell your product, how you create your product or whatever. Let me just look back through my notes, because I can relate it to us in the sense of how. So before considering the outcome, so the what is the outcome. So here at the end is the outcome. Hello, new people who are joining. Your how should be an extension of your why and provides a strategy for how to get there. So that's an extension of your why. If your why is strong, then your how is going to be helping your why, because it's how you get there. So your why is your main part of your life, and your how is how you're going to get there. Who's going to help you? So we've already talked about that, your partner, your family, and your friends. Some organizations know how they do it. These are the things that make them special. Oh, so it's what makes you special. So whatever your why is, you've got certain assets and attributes that make you special, and that's going to help you with your with your why. And then what is what you do. That makes sense. So essentially, this is going to help to get to here, and this works. What's the why? So the why, you figure that out yourself. The why is why you do what you do, why you are alive, why you're breathing, and that's very important. So guys, it's going to be a quick one today, and I want to do another live tomorrow. I'm going to do another live, probably going to be the quiz tomorrow. We did a quiz last night and it was good. So thanks for anyone who's joining, and do click the like button.